Hey y'all, hey. Okay, really quickly, I just came on here to tell ladies to watch out. Be very careful with who you date. Because me, myself, and I, as much as I am a Christian and I live righteously and I've been living under the Lord's covenant for about 7 consecutive years now, it still doesn't excuse me from the ignorance that's out here, especially the ignorance dealing with men. I love my black men. Shout out to the black men. I love y'all dearly. I experienced one black man recently on Friday. I was in my car and I was putting my spray on or whatever as I was getting ready, like driving to work or whatever. But we were stopped at the red light right across over the train track. And so we were stopped and I was just spraying myself, blah, blah. And he rolled down his window. I had my window down too, just like for some fresh air. I like to feel that in the morning. He was like, spray it on you, sister, spray it on you, spray it on you. He's like, I know that's right. And he was just hyping me up. And so we were like literally talking. That's how long the red light was. We were literally talking. And I think he had his son, because his son had on a do-rag. He trying to lift his little head up. And so I don't know. I guess I'm assuming he was taking him to school or whatever. But we were just communicating. And he was a cool dude or whatever. And he was like, hey, you want to pull into the gas station so I can get your number? I was like, no, I'm okay. I have to make it to school, make it to work. I got to take care of y'all kids. He was like, oh, you a teacher? I'm like, yeah. He was like, you sure you don't want to stop over to the gas station? I'm like, yeah, I'm positive. It wasn't about to happen. It wasn't about to happen. But he was so cool. So shout out to the black man and shout out to the other black man. I was coming from the gas station that the guy wanted me to pull into. I was coming out of the gas station and I didn't have my lights on. And so this black man pulled on the side of me and I saw him pull on the side of me and I was on the phone with my mama at that time. And I was just like, this is fishy. I told, hold on, because this is fishy. I had to put on speakerphone because I'm like, let me see what this guy is doing next to me, because I'm in the lane right here and you can't, the way that he was, you cannot, like that was literally illegal the way that he was. But the fact that he went out of his way doing something illegal that he shouldn't have been doing just to tell me that my lights were off, he's like, baby girl, roll down your window, baby girl. And I rolled down my window. He's like, baby girl, your lights are off. He was like, I just made a whole detour just to come and tell you that your lights was off. Now I'm gonna have to make a U-turn and go back where I was supposed to be. He's like, but I wanted to make sure you were straight. So I would always love my black men. My daddy, unlike black guys who have black mommies, my daddy is a black man. Okay? So I respect black men. Okay, unless you show me that I need to be disrespectful to you respectfully. Okay, but no, for the most part, like I love black men. Like I haven't had a bad experience with a black man, and for that I am forever grateful. But I have had an experience that was not so great. Okay, and it was in August, like right around the time that my cousin passed away or whatever. I was started back talking to this guy, and y'all know I really don't double dip like at all, like ever. The last time I double dipped, it lasted for 72 hours. And I woke up and was like, what are you doing? Ma'am, what are you doing? Get yourself out of this situation. It was 2 a.m. in the morning. And I got up and I left. I really am not the one to be played with. Like when I'm done, I'm done. And the fact that I double dipped even for 72 hours, kind of messed with me. And so this guy, I hadn't talked to him. At first I said it was 9 years, but then after reconnecting and rekindling with that person, we discovered that it was actually 7 years. So I hadn't talked to him in 7 years. 7 years, you guys. And I did mention on my video, I said that I would go out with that person just out of curiosity. I wanted to see if that person had actually changed his ways. So that I did actually make clear on one of my videos. I did. And so I went out with him. First of all, let's just run it back. Run it back. Rewind. But yeah, so I went out with him. He reached out to me and he kept reaching out to me, and eventually I responded. And usually I just block, right? But somehow, this was how he was even able to get my number, because he was blocked. But I had got a new mother freaking iPhone. And not to my knowledge, I was very unaware that when you get a new iPhone, it automatically unblocks everybody on your block list. So that's how him, one of my exes, and this other guy that was trying to talk to me, Shortbread, that I told y'all about years ago, about 2 years ago, that's how they were all able to reach out to me. I was wondering why or how, because I knew I had blocked every single last one of them. So it was crazy to me. But when I reconnected with the other guy, he told me, he was like, did you get a new iPhone? I was like, yeah. He's like, that's how I was able to get through to you. Because when you get a new iPhone, it unblocks everybody for you. And I was like, no, bruh. Glad to know that. So now I know. And everybody is back blocked. No access to me, including him. So yes, you guys, I went out with him trying to give him a chance, just to, like I said, curiosity. And they said curiosity kills the cat. And I should stay my brown behind home. But me being me, want to be like, oh, let me see if this person has changed. Right? So I went out with him. First of all, he texted me and was like, hey, you want to come out tonight, blah, blah. Mind you, I went running. I went exercising. I came home, took a whole full-fledged shower, got in the bed, and I don't know what the hell he thought after 7 years of not connecting, not talking, not anything with each other. He was supposed to say jump, and then I was supposed to reply how high. I guess that's what he thought, because he invited me out after I done took my long, lavish, hot, beautiful, warm shower and put on my night clothes. And I was actually on the phone with my mama when he texted me this and told me something, hey, you want to come out tonight? First of all, you're telling me literally like now. That's no time for me to prepare. I just personally finished running and taking a shower and putting on clothes. I'm in for the night. I'm about to pop on a movie as a movie fanatic. I'm about to pop me on a movie and stay my brown behind home. Stay my black behind home. I guess he thought that because he said it, I was going to do it. No, you have me messed up. And then had a smart remark when we actually met up face to face to say something about it. Because I didn't come when he wanted me to come. Nigga, who do you think you are? Jesus? You can't think that. You, with your type of lifestyle, you can't in a million years think that. So anyways, it just reminded me why I don't give people second chances all over again. And so, yeah, I went out with him, you guys, and try to make a long story short, the way that it even came about for us to reconnect was all trash. La basura, like my Spanish children say, basura, sí, trash. Okay, like you reached out to me. You asked me if I can come out that night. I said no. And then I said, well, I do have time tomorrow to come out. And he was like, oh, okay, bet. So he set the time, blah, blah. Honey, the day came. I heard from him early that morning, and that's because I reached out to him. I said, hey, are we still on for tonight? And it's because I was coming from church. So I was like, okay, I'm coming from church. It's about 9:30, blah, blah. He was like, yeah. So he had went out Saturday night. And however messed up they got Saturday night, him and his homies, blah, blah, whoever he went out with, they got so messed up, blah, blah. I don't even know, you guys. I really don't know. I can't explain it full-fledged. But it's like I had to initiate it even though you reached out to me. And I had to reach out to you to see if it was still on. Like, that already was a red flag for me. But I was like, okay, I'm going to show him grace because it is still early in the morning. And most people still be asleep. Just because I decided to go to 7 a.m. service don't mean that everybody else in the world is up at this time. So I still try to show him grace. And then, mind you, I also went to 7 a.m. service trying to be mindful of the time that we had to link up publicly. Okay? So I'm just like, I try to organize and rearrange everything to make sure everything falls in alignment, to make sure everything goes smoothly. And that kind of upset me because it's like I was planning, I am a planner. I planned my precious time that I can't get back to go to this early service so that we can meet up at the time that we said we could meet up. I can go on my walk. I can go this. I can do without feeling rushed. And I can still make it back in time to meet you at the time that you set. So fast forward. So he finally says, oh, yeah, I'm still coming, blah, blah, blase, blase. So then he finally shows up to the place. I also didn't like his tone because I had parked at a restaurant and I had walked over to the place that we were meeting up at. And he was like, oh, you parked over there. I don't recommend that you park over there. So go ahead and move your car. That's fine. Thank you for looking out. So I go get my car, and I'm driving around speaking back on possessive men. I'm driving around to my car. I'm held up at the light. First of all, I'm held up at the light. Then when I pass the light, I realized that that's actually the light that I should have made a right on, and I would have been right at the establishment. But I didn't, so then I had to U-turn and blah, blah. And he calls me while I'm trying to figure out where the heck I'm going. Because, yes, I'm from Houston, but I do not go out. I'm in the house. I've been in the house for like 7 years, my guy. Little do you know. So I was like, I'm in the house. I don't really know where anything is. Like, I literally GPS everything in Houston, bro. Unless you up the street or I'm familiar with this certain area, I'm GPSing. So I'm on my GPS trying to see like, oh, crap, this is where I made the wrong turn. Let me U-turn, blah, blah. He on the phone telling me, did you leave? Did you go home? Why are you questioning me, Negro? Why are you questioning me, bro? Like, and then you're so aggressive, your aggressive tone. Like, you about to make me go home. Don't test me now. You gonna mess around and find out. Playing with me after 7 years of us not even speaking? Who are you talking to? And I told him, I was just like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm stopped at this red light and I accidentally made the wrong turn. I'm U-turning, trying to get back to the place. Oh, okay, I'm just saying because I'm holding the spot for you and people keep coming trying to park and I ain't trying to keep telling everybody no, 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 no. I said, I'm coming, click. Who niggas think that, who dudes think they be playing with out here? Y'all women done let them get too comfortable with getting away with this stuff. Y'all be thinking that this stuff is cute and ain't nothing cute about it. Because I don't play about it. So I end up pulling back. He was still standing in the parking spot because he was saving the parking spot for me. And I understand, like, yeah, you got to tell people no, blah, blah, blah. But you volunteered to do that. I told you not to. I actually told you not to. But you volunteered. So with you volunteering, I'm going to move my car and I'm going to come right here in parallel park. So then, anyways, after that, we talking about good night, good night. It was actually, it turned out to be a fun night. And I was like, okay, cool. We vibing, blah, blah. Like, it was cool. It was actually a fun night. But then as time went by, like, we were talking for about a week, and he was already like, you can tell it was love bombing. I like to call it manipulation, but the younger generation call it love bombing. But I see it for what it is, and he was trying to be manipulative. And if I wasn't as strong-minded as I am, and if I didn't have the discernment that I have, praise the Lord, thank you, Lord Jesus, I would have fell for it. And that's what's happening with a lot of women. They're falling for this manipulation, and it's leaving them stuck, confused, and staying in these toxic, detrimental relationships in every way. So yeah, I'm just like, he was talking about, oh, I want to meet your friends and I want to talk to your mama and I want to do this. I'm like, nigga, after a week of us talking, you think you've earned the right to be approved for all the things that you are requesting? Again, who do you think you're talking to? Yeah, I want to hang out with your friends. That's you still texting your friend, asking me if we can hang out. She tell her to have her husband there, blah, blah. I want to see what they like. You haven't earned that. I don't trust you to that degree. We've been talking for 4 to 5 days. What do you mean? Pissing me all the way off. Pissing me, yeah. P-I-S-S-I-N-G, I said it. Pissing me all the way off. Like, sorry. Didn't mean to say that. But for real, pissing me all the way off. Sorry to all the saints. Super saints. But y'all. So, I mean, it was just all bad. It was all bad. Then I'm just like, so I actually ended up letting him talk to my mama. I called my mama on 3-way. He was actually able to talk to my mama. But he was trying to get my mama number and all this kind of stuff. I guess if he felt like that I was going to cut him off again, he would have access to her. I don't know his mind process. Don't care to know his mind process. I could care less. But I'm just under the assumption that's the only reason why are you asking for my mama's number? You never seen her. You better be lucky that I let you talk to her for the 10 minutes that y'all talked with me on the phone on 3-way. Like, what are you talking about? And you didn't deserve that. I don't let nobody talk to my parents. No man has ever talked to my parents unless we were at least a month in dating. And even still, that took time. Like, dudes used to get on me about when I'm going to be introduced to your family, when I'm going to talk to them face to face, when I'm going to be invited to their house. You always come to my people's house, blah, blah, because that's something that's very sacred and special to me. Like, I don't just introduce any and everybody to my people. But the only reason why I let him talk to my mama, because my mama has known about him before. Like, we used to talk before. And when we talked before, it was better than what it was now. Like, he took me to the Cat Williams comedy tour. We went out on luxury dates and stuff like that. And it's not saying that that's what I need to feel fulfilled with somebody I'm in a relationship with, a significant other, whatever. But, that's just the things that he used to do for me back then. But even that changed. I'm like, what? So it's really just pretty much, it was a waste of my time. He was very much manipulative, and I've never in my life called anybody a narcissist, because I feel like that's a very strong and powerful word to call and claim on someone. But he is the definition of a narcissist. And there's so many dudes out here that are the definition of a narcissist. Women can be that way too. But it's just like, I could tell you guys that he was just doing this. It didn't feel right. I'm like, I think he was trying to talk to me and butter me up and put me all the way up here just to really bring me down and manipulate me and mind F me. Because he felt like, to him, I feel like it was she thinks she can get away with not talking to me all these years, and now find out that she wasn't talking to me because she actually blocked me. And it's only because she got a new iPhone, that I was able to be unblocked and was able to get my message across to her that I've been sending her, because he had been texting me for years. Like, every year he would text me happy birthday, minus the 3 years that he was in a so-called 3-year relationship. Minus those 3 years, he was texting me. He showed me all the text messages in his phone, no cap. And that's the only thing that made me give him more grace to continue to talk to him, even after our first date, because I didn't like how that was orchestrated. But yeah, so I was just like, he was literally texting me happy birthday every year. Every January 30th, he would text me happy birthday, happy birthday, happy. Like, he had the proof in his phone. So I was like, okay, let me show this man some grace, because the proof is in the pudding. Like, he really had been trying to contact me all of these years. So I was like, okay, let me show him grace. But then, honey, the grace was little by little gracing less. Okay, when I started feeling myself not being happy, I started feeling myself being more upset than happy and joyful. It wasn't working for me. You need to cut it. Hey, you need to cut it. And that's exactly what I did, because people think they be thinking they can play with me, not realizing, baby, you're the game. I'm the game system. And when I say I don't work anymore, it's not working anymore, it's not working no more. If I decide to break it off, if that game system decides to break, it's broken. It is no putting anything back together. You're the remote controller, baby. I'm the whole system. And I'll shut it down. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because one person you're not going to play with is me. Point blank, period. And I just found it, what really made me cut it completely off was when my cousin passed away and he made it about him. And then so much so that he forgot my cousin even passed away. Oh yeah, how's that going? How's that? Did the police find anything? Because apparently he told me that me and his daddy ruined his trip with his 42-year-old behind. Me and his dad ruined his trip to Louisiana. Everybody is the problem and the blame except for him at 42 years old. I'm 35. He was 42, you guys. So you tell me. You tell me what the problem was. Nigga. What? Let me put you in your place. Because you thought and you thought wrong. You thought you was going to get me up here and love bomb and manipulate me and then try to break me down. You thought. But you didn't remember that I have discernment on my side. You didn't remember that because of my discernment, I have clarity on my side and I can see straight through you. And the fact that you was rushing, doing stuff way too much, way too fast. Oh, I can't really, I'm not the one to really express my feelings, but I miss you so much and blah, blah, blah. Because I had cut them off in 5 days, sir. And this time I'm actually not going to block you because I want you to feel it in a different way. I want you to know that you have access to me, but still don't have access to me. What do you think this is? Because now the fact that you thought that you was going to play me has pissed me off. So now let's play. Like, what? You thought, you really thought. And you played yourself. Because go find that girl you was in a 3-year relationship with. Go find that girl who actually needed you. Go find that girl who you had to rescue from her parent house with her child. Go find her because she needed you. I don't. I'm not a damsel in distress. I don't need you to come and save and rescue me. And that's what you used to. Like dudes be used to females needing them. Needing them so much so that those females allow them to control their universe. They allow them to treat them any kind of way. They allow them to play on their top. Like them high school basketball players be saying, playing on their top. They allow that. I'm not that. I'm not them. I'm me. Thank the Lord, praise Jesus. And that's not saying it in an arrogant way. I am not them. I'm not one of them. Go back to them. Go find that person because I'm not that. And the moment you think I'm that is the moment you fail at life when it comes to me. But yeah, so y'all just got to be careful because it can happen to anybody. Like I'm talking about, you want something to eat, you want this and blah, blah. And even when I cut him off after what, 5-7 days, he showed up to my job trying to bring me food. You think food gonna fix it? Thank you. But I could care less. Because then you really just bought me the food to play this cat and mouse game. Or that's going to cause her to reach out to me and blah, blah. And I did reach out to you to say, I texted and I said, thank you. And then I did end up calling him. I called him and I said, hey, what you doing, blah, blah. But it wasn't because I'm like, I'm not about to chase you though. I'm just calling you to say thank you. And I text you and I said thank you. You responded. We talking through text. So I'm not, you FaceTime me all the time. So what's the change now? So guess what? I'm about to ring FaceTime you because what's changed? So I FaceTime him. You pick up, blase. Okay, cool. We continue to talk, blah, blah, blah. Then he start want to play that game. Oh, I got to go. Let me go. I'm about to hang out with the boys. We about to go to such and such, blah, blah, blah. Okay, boom. Cutting it real short. The fact that you think I'm a fool, though, is insulting. It's insulting. So you really trying to play this game? Cutting me off? Being short with me? Thinking I'm going to chase you? Do you know who raised me? Do you know the village that raised me, sir? And I feel bad for women who didn't have that village because that's part of the problem. That is the problem. They didn't have that village to tell them, hey, you that girl. Or the men, they didn't have that village to tell them, hey, you that dude. Don't you ever in your life chase behind nobody. Know your worth, know who you are, and stand 10 toes down. And that's what I do. It's not to say that I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. It's not to say that I'm the most whatever girl in the world. But I know who I am and whose I am. Irregardless of our beef right now. I know who I am and whose I am. And that alone, I stand 10 toes down. I wish I would chase a dude. Especially somebody that's 42 years old. I'm 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 44, 42. You're 7 years older than me. Grow up. Didn't have the audacity to sit there and require a Proverbs 31 woman. You got to be a fool. You got to be, you're 42 still in the clubs. You're 42 still wearing J's. And not to say that wearing J's is a bad thing in your 40s, but come on now. What's the rest of your ensemble in your closet, sir? And then I knew he was playing the game when I asked him, like, how come you don't wear like the cute collar shirts, the handsome collar shirts, blah, blah, and stuff like that. I like that, like some grown man stuff, you know, just having conversation, but trying to spruce it up and make it entertaining so that it wouldn't be offensive. You know, I'm like, I like, you know, that's that grown man stuff. You know, I like that, blah. But you told me that you would never wear it. But when you went to Louisiana, you know, the trip that me and your daddy caused you to not enjoy yourself on, when you went to that trip, when you FaceTime, you had on a green collar shirt. So you're willing to do it for your friends, for they people, to stunt and show off in front of they people, but with me, because I guess because you felt like I requested that you wear that you're going to show me that you're not going to do nothing I ask you to do. And the crazy part is I didn't even ask him. I was just inquiring about like his wardrobe and his different attire. Like, do you have options? Do you know how to switch it up and switch it down in your 40s? Basically, it's all I was asking. I never told him you need to wear this or you should wear this. I was just inquiring about his taste in clothes, because why are you 42 wearing explicit shirts but requiring a Proverbs 31 woman? Why are you 42 and still clubbing, drinking, getting drunk to the point that you are about to miss our reconnection time that Sunday? Let you tell it, because to me, I still don't know what he was doing. That I don't buy that story. I don't even buy that story. Never have, never will. That you overslept. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. You just made me lose all respect for you. That was the first start. And I'm just telling it up in my head. Y'all know me. I'm just keeping mental note in my head.